Quick update for you. We got a massive correction underway in the stock market. We're talking about memory and chip stocks down anywhere from 10 to over 55% in the past month. It's an absolute bloodbath out there. And I think that this is actually setting us up for the rotation back into crypto, back into XRP, back into a bull run for those of us still holding digital assets. We're going to get in front of that. We're going to break this down for you guys here in today's update. You have an AI story that has had a couple holes poked in it, and you combine that with an Iran war that's picking back up, and you can see why, as we've started off Q3, the month of July to get the Q3 started, has not been pretty for the stock market after they hit all-time highs, had a party. The expectations was we had a ceasefire and the war was coming to an end. Those false expectations, along with an AI narrative that's getting questioned, has us going through a massive correction right now. We want to make sure you're tapped in and prepared. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell. We're going to keep you up to date. Breaking news. This is President Trump talking to Fox News this morning on Iran. We're going to beat the effing, well, you guys see. We're going to beat them up. We're going to hit them hard. They're going to get a beating. Okay? This is a direct quote from the President of the United States. Now, this is in response to U.S. forces taking a surprise attack in Jordan yesterday. Over 6 ballistic missiles sent our way out of the blue, seemingly out of the blue, I should say. We haven't really had any statements from Iran. We intercepted all of those missiles, but President Trump is now saying that the hammer's coming back. That in tandem with the correction and narrative for AI that's already, starting to fall apart here, or at least just being questioned, is an ugly setup for our stock market. There's no other way to put it. This is not good for the stock and equity market right now. South Korean stocks plunge another 6%, down 39.7% from their all-time high after triggering a circuit breaker for 2 consecutive days. The first back-to-back halt in Kospi history. This is the major index in South Korea, down almost 40% from the all-time high that it just hit. And it has now hit the circuit breaker 2 days in a row for the first time ever. And this year, so far, we've already hit the circuit breaker almost 50 times, just in South Korea. Now, they had a lot of leverage over there. And South Korea's finance minister just actually restricted single stock leveraged ETFs. They're stopping the gamblers over there in South Korea, or at least trying to. Individual investments in these products are capped at 20% of total investment assets. Trading costs will go up to discourage excessive trading. New trading requirements added for investors. Regulators preparing legal power to stabilize markets in emergencies, similar to rules used in Hong Kong. And deposit requirement rises to 30 million won effective Friday, July 31st. This comes after the Kospi crashed 20% in just 2 days. Like I said, now down 40% from the all-time high. Look at the Nikkei. I'll show you the indices here in the United States in a minute. Not good. Not good. Individual memory and chip stocks this month, Kioxia down 58%. SanDisk 49%. SK Hynix 47%. Samsung 37%. SK Hynix and Samsung are the 2 big stocks that are driving down the Kospi. And those are South Korea stocks, SK Hynix and Samsung. So that's a big reason why Korea's stock market is down so bad. Intel down 33%, Micron 28%, Western Digital 28%, Seagate 25%, AMD down 12%, and TSMC down 5.6%. So TSMC, one of the few stocks here that has not, one of the few memory and chip stocks that has not entered a full correction yet, but already down 5%. And that's the better end of the continuum, with individuals like SanDisk and Kioxia down over 50%. So back to the U.S. stock market, Dow Jones just prints a massive red candle this morning. Okay, I'm recording this at a 7:11 West Coast Pacific Standard Time. So that'd be 10 a.m. on the West Coast. We're still within the first hour of trading for our U.S. stock market opening up, and it's carnage already this morning. Big red candle coming in on the Dow Jones. If I actually measure this, it's a full 1.2% correction for the Dow Jones so far today. That's a bad move. Okay. S&P 500, it's the same thing rolling over. And then the Nasdaq 100, let me zoom in on the chart so you can see here, down below 27,580. Okay, so all of the major indices here in the U.S. market back down today. Let's take a look at the Nikkei out of Japan. This is the major index over here. It also has already pulled back over 17%. Let me refresh. We're now down, 17.7% for the Nikkei from that all-time high that it was just at back in June, just 1 month ago. So over the past month, the Nikkei's down 17%. So the equity stock market's rolling over, right? And I believe that this sets us up for that rotation back into digital assets after we finish out this correction, this last scare, the Clarity Act DC drama, the worst of the war passes by, we drop the big hammers. Once all of this passes us by, and potentially even the carry trade, we're going to have to see what happens here. Today, we get a Federal Reserve interest rate decision. I believe that that'll be delivered at probably 2 Eastern, I imagine. So we still have a few hours to go before we get the Federal Reserve interest rate decision. And then we have the Bank of Japan interest rate decision coming in Thursday, Friday, our time. So we have to let these fires get extinguished. We have to let the Iran war get put out. We have to let the carry trade get dealt with, the Clarity Act DC drama taking place. But then the stock market rolling over, I don't like to see people losing money. But the fact of the matter is that we were due for some questions. You know, the AI story and narrative, I use AI every day. I'm setting up agents every day. I'm building and using AI I love AI. Love it. But, right, where is the rubber actually meeting the road as far as downward progress and actual results on a P&L sheet for people that are using AI? Now, I can show you real ROI. I can show you where this is showing up in my P&L right now. But I'm a small little independent media outfit, right? So we started to see a rotation into the Dow Jones as we were starting to, the main AI plays, memory chip stocks, hyperscalers, okay, cooling off a little bit. Now the expectation was, well, everybody else is going to benefit from this AI, so let's rotate. And we just actually saw a big market breadth, spread out here recently, but I don't think it's going to last very long. I think then it takes us to a spot where this all completes. All these fires get extinguished between now and the midterm elections, or at least the worst will be behind us. The Clarity Act drama plays out. And then you have to ask yourself, okay, when all of these people, all of these traders, whether they be in Korea, which loves XRP, by the way, they love XRP. XRP, probably about 20% of our market cap and trading could be accounted by South Korea. They love it. Right. You start to get these traders and investors who are saying, okay, I can't hit it big in the memory, the chips, the AI play, the stocks. This is kind of played out. So if you are still looking for the 5 and 10 baggers that you got on those memory and chip stocks, that you got on the AI play, right? If you're looking for those big returns, are you going to be looking at the stock market anymore? Or is the stock market going into a normal correction? And that, I think, story's kind of played out. And you'll notice the masses get herded into the corral. And last year, you got pushed into precious metals. People were rushing in to buy silver above $100 per ounce. People were rushing in to buy gold above $5,000 per ounce, right? Earlier this year, when the war started, everybody piled into oil. Oil, people were rushing to buy oil and get exposure as it traded above $100 per barrel, right? And this year, everybody was funneled into the stocks here. The memory chip, AI plays, you can't leave it. It's going to go up forever. It'll never end. And we start to cough up a little bit. A couple of questions get asked, and everybody's in full panic as we just enter a healthy correction. Now, before that, in 2025, you were piled into crypto. See how this works? the masses get herded like cattle, or in this case, maybe sheep would be a better analogy. And the masses got herded into crypto. And you were given Trump coin. And you were given Melania coin. You should be offended by anybody that was offering you that. But I should hold back my comments. Maybe it was Malay coin, right? The herd was brought into crypto and was given a bunch of crap, I believe. This is just my opinion. I believe that the masses were given a bunch of crap to invest in crypto in 2025 when they herded the masses into crypto. And then they herded the masses into precious metals, herded the masses into an oil trade before they came in and liquidated most of the oil traders, myself included. And then they finished off this AI trade. Well, now we got to look around. Okay, where's the money at now? Where are we going to make this money again? I think that crypto has a compelling narrative with the Clarity Act, the utility, the adoption, the maturity. This is a market that's maturing from a nascent, immature, speculative environment to one where suits are now selling it. And I think that this sets us up for that rotation back into XRP, back into the digital asset sector. And you're just what we're observing here over the past few years really is this groupthink has grown even bigger because of social media, because of meme trading, because of memes, because of just our mentality, instant gratification. I want to be the Dogecoin millionaire. I'm not going to invest in something unless I think I'm going to make a 10 bagger. Like, this is the mentality of the investor. They're literally having to take away levered ETFs in South Korea because we can't help ourselves. Okay. This allows us to get in position now before the sheep get herded into the pen. We're going to just be sitting back here in the corral waiting for them to show up. Let them bring the sheep back in. And I'm generally speaking, not everybody is a sheep, obviously, but you get the point that I'm making. The complacency, the groupthink, the herd mentality is more present than ever before in the investing world and financial markets right now. And so I think what I'm trying to do is get us in front of the herd coming back into crypto, but then also I want to help the people that will stick their head up out of the herd and what's going on here. We want to try to save them and bring them into real utility, not Trump coin, not Malay coin, not puppy penguin coin. Real utility, real value that's going to be sold by the suits on Wall Street for us. I don't have to push it. I don't have to pump XRP. The suits are going to do it. They're getting all of their ETFs, all their products ready to go, and now they're supporting the Clarity Act. BlackRock, Charles Schwab, Fidelity, all of them. Goldman Sachs. Now, what I'm excited about, this is breaking as of yesterday, July 28th. This just came across the tape here. iTrust Capital is now going to allow us to invest in all of these assets as they're bringing stocks and ETFs to their platform. And the thing that I'm most excited about is they are bringing crypto-backed loans to their platform in Q4 of this year. I am so excited about this as somebody who doesn't want to sell my XRP, who wants to be able to borrow against it, and maybe other digital assets too. I am so excited about this. They put out this press release last night, and this is iTrust Capital announcing its next chapter with U.S. stocks, ETFs, crypto loans, and AI-powered quant technology. So I'm not going to read through the full press release, but I just want to share with you guys, this is why we're excited about who we're working with. iTrust Capital, one-stop shop for your retirement funds. You want precious metals, you want crypto, you want stocks, you want ETFs, we got it. You want AI-powered quant trading, you got it. You want to take out a loan against your XRP so you don't have to sell it, you're going to have that by the end of this year. Q4 2026, it's on the way. I am so excited about that. Let me know what you guys think about that. And if you haven't signed up with iTrust Capital yet, you might as well take advantage of the $100 funding bonus that they have brought to our community. Use my link down below. Get $1,000 US or $1,000 worth of crypto into your account to get it funded. And then they pad it with that extra $100 funding bonus. So take advantage of that. For me, it's a matter of trying to get in position before the masses get brought back into crypto. You know what's going to come. We've seen these bear market cycles play out. Between now and the midterms, it gets bumpy, it gets bloody. It's going to be chaos and carnage, and we're here to take advantage of it. We're going to make sure we survive and thrive, and we take care of our family and our investments the entire way. So use our link for iTrust Capital down below. All the rest of our community resources are there and at my website, zachrector.com. And if you want to watch another video of mine, it's right here. If you haven't subscribed yet, for your convenience, we got a little button right there. See you in the next one. God bless.